everyone, this is Nnena.
And I'm Ngozi, and welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to talk about something that is we have a question, and we really need answers. Like, we really need someone to tell me, is America overrated? So why do we say this? Why do we discuss this? We talk about it all the time, especially my mom. We've been talking about this for years. My mother always says, you people will never understand because you were born here. You'll never understand. It's like, when I just see certain things people do, family members, risks they take, the sacrifices they make just to be in America, to live in America, sometimes I just ask myself, is it really that serious? Because the way I look at it, I don't know whether because of my exposure or just the things I've seen, the type of friends.
What do you mean by exposure? What do you mean by exposure?
I mean, I feel like I've seen a lot of poverty in America. So I don't look at America the way maybe someone.
And it's so funny because, in our video when we talk about die in America or move back to Africa, sometimes I feel like people don't watch the whole video.
And
they'll watch a couple minutes and they'll get upset.
Yeah.
This is my
You're attacking Africa. You're attacking Africa. Relax. Watch the whole 12 minutes. But back to what I'm saying.
Because, it's so funny how you say that, because a lot of people be like, oh, you guys think America is so perfect. You guys.
I'm telling you right now, we went to undergrad in North Philadelphia. North Philadelphia. Anyone who is not from America, not familiar, go on Google North Philadelphia. Go put Temple University in and see the area where that school was. The things I've seen, I've never seen something like that in Nigeria. I haven't seen it. The things I've experienced, I'm not someone who thinks that America is a utopia and there's no problems. There's a lot of poverty in America. A lot of poor people, a lot of people who are struggling, a lot of drugs, a lot of things. So to me, I just feel as if being an American citizen and living in America, it doesn't solve your problems. Because I know people, I've had close friends, I know the things they've gone through. They were born in America. They have issues. I think that a lot of times people, I don't know whether they confuse, they confuse money with America. They kind of look at them as synonymous. So a lot of people feel as if, okay, because I live in America or because my child was born in America, they just have access to all these things. But a lot of times, what gives you access is money, is wealth. So you could be living in knowledge. You could be living in the same country that's great. America is a great country. I'm not saying it's a bad place, but you could be living in America, and because you don't have money, you don't have access to a lot of things. Because a lot of times, let's say, give an example how a lot of people come from foreign, African countries to have their children in America. If you're getting on a plane, coming to stay in America, having a child, whether it's America or Canada, paying a hospital bill, you're not poor. For you to even be able to afford to get on a plane, a poor person can't get on a plane.
Right.
A poor person, even if it's basic economy, a poor person can't get on a plane from here to Africa. They can't. Unless you're coming here, maybe you sold all your belongings, you're coming here to go and live and relocate, that's different. But I'm saying just to travel on a vacation. A poor person is not getting on a plane to go on a vacation to America and go back to Africa. It's a luxury. So if you already have the money to get on a plane and then to pay for childbirth, you're not poor. So I think a lot of people don't realize that.
But it's
not just being in America or them having a child in America. It's also their access to wealth that would give them that advantage. It's not just that one factor.
Because I have to competition a lot, because I have a lot of friends who are immigrants, way more than Ngozi. I have a lot of friends, and sometimes I see what they go through just trying to stay in America, what they go through, and they're stressed out. A lot of them will claim that where they came from, not just Nigeria, other African countries, they'll claim that where they came from, they were actually doing okay. They were middle class, they had a decent life. And so sometimes I just wonder, if that's the case, why are you suffering yourself in America? Why are you going through all this stress? Why are you trying to marry someone for papers? You know what I mean? Why are you running away from, you know what I mean? Why are you going through all of this when you came from it? But they're always saying that you don't understand. It's because the opportunities that I have here. You get what I'm saying? It's because of the access. So I feel at the same time, even certain jobs you apply for, they'll ask you, are you a U.S. citizen? Mm-hmm. You can't apply for those jobs if you're not born in America.
I just found out my mother told me you have to be a citizen to work at the VA hospital.
Little things that you're going to, and that's fine. Little things you're going to take for granted because you're used to them, right? But at the same time, I just want to clarify that being American doesn't mean you don't have issues. It just gives you a certain type of privilege. Same way white people have privilege, but that doesn't mean they don't have issues. You know what I mean? White people naturally have privilege because of the color of their skin. They get certain opportunities. People don't look down on them.
They don't work
but doesn't
hard
mean
for
they
the
don't
things
work
they
hard
have.
for exactly. Doesn't mean I've worked with white people. I'm like, damn, their work ethic is crazy. Maybe that's why they're successful. If you don't have that work ethic, even if your parents are billionaires, what happens when you have to run that business? What happens when they leave you money? You still have to have some sense. You still have to work hard. You still have to hustle. So I'm not gonna take away what this person has done because they're white. Same way, you shouldn't take away what someone has done because they're born in America. And sometimes that's the kind of gets annoying when mother makes these comments. Oh, because you're in America. Because you guys are born in America. Yeah, and I have people I know born in America like me who are doing nothing with their lives. Who are sitting around doing nothing. Who are sitting around making $10 an hour. Who are sitting around making excuses for themselves. So I feel like because we still have that foreign influence, because we're first gen, it just gives us a different perspective on life. Like it gives us, we won't naturally, it gives us, it just gives us a natural hustle. Like we know what our parents have come from. We know what they've seen.
The sacrifices they've made.
At the same time, I can't compare myself to my mom. You get what I'm saying? She had another type of hustle. She had another type of zeal, another type, because she knows for real what she's seen. She knows that the life she made for herself here, she wouldn't most likely have had that life if she stayed where she was. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like we're definitely not going to be able to understand. Same way some Americans, African Americans, feel like we judge them. Right? You know what I mean? Because we look at them and we're like, oh, this, that, and that.
Some, not we, I don't, but some.
Some Africans look down on them and say, oh, they should be this or they should be that. But it's not until you're in their shoes you understand they have their own set of problems. They have their own set of issues. Being in America, yeah, exactly. Being American doesn't absolve you from your issues. Exactly. You know what I mean? So when we talk about like is being American or is America overrated? I feel like anything good is overrated. Beyonce's talented, she's overrated.
But it doesn't mean she's not talented.
You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that she's not talented.
All right. So basically, going off of what we're talking about, let's think about the opposite scenario. Don't you think there are people who had the opportunity to go abroad to live in various countries and they're not interested? Like they'd rather stay in their own country because they have the family members.
But I don't think that's the majority.
You think that's a small people with privilege?
I think that's I don't think that's the majority. I think the average person from a developing country, if you were to give them a passport, a visa, and a job, they would go to any Western country. Like that's just reality because everyone is looking for more opportunities. Everyone's looking for a way to make their life better. A lot of people front you, they'll tell you they don't care about it, but they got denied 5 times.
Yeah, they won't tell
you. They got denied 6 times, you know, so they try to front. That's kind of annoying. I was talking to my friend about this yesterday. Like, people that be like, oh, this is overrated, but you never even been there. How can you say it's overrated?
So annoying talking to people talking to people in, like, living in Africa, and they'll try and tell you things about the country you're living in. Like, you don't live here. Like, don't start telling me about my politics or telling me that this is this way or that is that way or this is not good or that is not good. Like, you can't speak on something you've never even visited. Like, my parents are from Nigeria, but there's a certain level of conversation we'll have that I can't reach there because I've never lived there. I can't speak on certain experiences because I've never lived there. I just go there for vacation, but at least I've actually even been there. So like, let's have somebody talking about a country that they never even experienced, they never been to, but just because they see it on TV or they hear about it, think that they gives them the right
Trump.
Exactly to just talk about it. It's a little annoying, but yeah.
Ultimately, I just feel as if, like, regardless of where you are in the world, I don't think that anyone should feel as if like their life is doomed because of where they're born. I understand the frustration, I definitely do, because I know that in certain countries, no matter how hard you work or how hard you try, it seems as if you'll always just be average. It seems as if you'll always just be okay. It just seems like you'll always just be struggling the rest of your life.
The system doesn't help.
You know, but keep in mind, people are average and struggling in Western countries as well. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes down to, I talked to my friend's husband yesterday, and he basically just pressed on, like, he just appreciates the basic amenities that he has in America. Like, that's his biggest thing. He said he'll do anything for his children to be born there. He just feels as if just certain advantages, just the passport when you have to travel, you don't have to be looking for a visa, you know, just certain things. He's like, healthcare, he's like, you guys take a lot for granted. And I'm like, of course, people always say that. Like my mom and people I know, like, you'll never understand. And I get it. But at the same time, when I see some people doing some pretty outrageous things, I see some people just going above and beyond, I just always wonder, like, is it really that serious? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is it really that?
So you don't think part of it, this is what we're gonna end up on, not to cut you off, but don't you think a lot of times a lot of people want to go to the West or they want to go to abroad? It's like a status thing. Like, they want to be able to say, like, I'm in Canada, I'm in London, I'm in America. Like, it's almost like a way. It's almost like a I got out. Almost like I'm not there where things are happening.
I don't know, because I'm not in that situation. I think that may be part of it, but I really think really and truly the number one reason that people just want a better life and a better opportunity, even if they eventually feel like they're gonna go back, they just want to have that degree. They want to have that work experience. They want to have that money. They could save money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they just want to have that certain that certain experience. You know, but I just feel like regardless, I'd rather be really, really comfortable and be born in another country than to be born in the West and be poor. That's just my personal opinion. People still make it look like I'm crazy.
I think it depends.
People may look at me, oh my God, you'll never get it, you'll never get it, you'll never get it. Because even if you have all this money, when you have a certain passport, you can't do this, you can't do that, you don't have access to this. But that's just me personally. Like, I don't feel as if being American or being from a Western country to end all be all in life. Like, I feel like there's so much more to life. There's so much more that defines a human being. There's so much more. There's their work ethic. Some people are lazy no matter where they're born. They're just lazy people.
They'll blame their economy.
Yeah, they'll blame their country. They'll blame this. No, you're lazy. You get what I'm saying? Like, of course, you may not have access to this or access to that, but people that are truly hustlers, like I have family, I have uncles or whatever, they've been here how many years? They still don't got nothing really going on for them. You get what I'm saying? But at least I know they will tell me, Nana, at least my child has access to this. My child has opportunity for this. My child has a passport. My child can travel without a visa. You know what I mean? Like those little things that you may take for granted because you were just born with them. He's like, at least, even if I retire in America and never bought a house or had anything for myself, I know my child was given a better life than I had. You get what I'm saying? Well,
so let us know how you feel about this video. Do you think America, the West in general, is it overrated? Do you understand why people still want to go? Are you currently living outside of the country you were born in? How do you feel about it? Do you regret it? Do you ever wish you stayed where you're from? Just let us know how you feel. And don't forget to check out some of our other videos. We talk about a lot of similar things. We'll put the link up here. And subscribe, share, and we'll see you in our next video.
bye.